Plant FAQs, Calathea Corona. Calathea Corona, unveiling the beauty and care of this prayer plant. Hi everyone, Furbu here. Today, we'll delve into the captivating world of the Calathea Corona, a stunning prayer plant that boasts mesmerizing foliage. This FAQ will equip you with the knowledge to nurture this tropical wonder and keep it thriving in your home. See more 59 species in genus Calathea at monsteraholic.com. What is a Calathea Corona? The Calathea Corona is a captivating variety within the vast Calathea genus, renowned for its prayer plant characteristics. These plants exhibit a fascinating nyctinastic movement, where their leaves rise and fall throughout the day, resembling praying hands, hence the moniker prayer plant. What makes the Calathea Corona special? The Calathea Corona mesmerizes with its captivating foliage. Broad, silvery green leaves taper gracefully to a point, boasting a striking dark green border. A vibrant reddish hue accents the midrib of each leaf, adding another layer of visual intrigue. Is the Calathea Corona difficult to care for? While not the most demanding plant, the Calathea Corona does appreciate some specific care to flourish. With a little attention to its needs, you can cultivate a thriving specimen. Calathea Corona versus Calathea roseapicta. What's the difference? The Calathea Corona is often mistaken for its close relative, the Calathea roseapicta. Both plants share some similarities, such as the prayer plant movement and a general preference for similar growing conditions. However, there are distinct features that set them apart. Leaf coloration. The Calathea Corona boasts a more prominent dark green border and a reddish midrib, which are less pronounced in the Calathea roseapicta. Leaf pattern. The Calathea roseapicta can exhibit a wider range of leaf patterns compared to the Corona's more consistent silvery green base. Calathea Corona versus Tenanthe. Another potential source of confusion is the Tenanthe. Both the Calathea and Tenanthe belong to the Marentaceae family and share some visual similarities. However, key differences exist. Leaf undersides. Tenanthe leaves often showcase a vibrant burgundy or purple coloration on the underside, a trait not typically seen in Calathea. Leaf veins. Tenanthe leaves tend to have more prominent and contrasting veins compared to the Calathea Corona's subtler venation. Calathea Corona versus Rosy. When I look at my Calathea Corona and Calathea Rosy side by side, I can't help but notice how each one brings a unique vibe to my living space. The Corona has these striking, almost electric green leaves with a bold pattern that feels like it commands attention. In contrast, the Rosy has this softer, more delicate charm with its beautiful pink and green leaves that seem to radiate a gentle warmth. Personally, the Rosy always feels a bit more comforting to me, perhaps because its colors are so soothing. It's like having a little piece of a pastel dream right there in my home. Calathea Corona versus Picturata. Comparing my Calathea Corona to my Calathea Picturata, I feel like I'm looking at two different aspects of a bold artist's palette. The Corona's vibrant green and its striking pattern always catch my eye and make a strong visual impact in any room. On the other hand, the Picturata has these beautifully outlined leaves with a dark, dramatic center that adds a touch of sophistication and elegance. I find myself drawn to the Picturata when I want a more refined look, whereas the Corona is my go-to for something lively and energetic. Both are stunning in their own right, but they serve different moods and atmospheres in my space. How do I care for my Calathea Corona? Here's a breakdown of the essential care requirements for your Calathea Corona. Light. These plants thrive in moderate to bright, indirect light. Avoid harsh, direct sunlight, which can scorch the leaves. Watering. Maintain evenly moist soil throughout spring and summer. During winter, allow the top inch of soil to dry slightly before watering again. Humidity. Calathea Corona enjoys moderate to high humidity levels, around 50 to 60%. Grouping plants together, using a pebble tray, or employing a humidifier can help create a more humid environment. Soil. Opt for a well-draining, aerated potting mix. Aeroid mix, or a combination of potting soil, perlite, and orchid bark can work well. Fertilizer. Apply a balanced liquid fertilizer diluted to half strength during the growing season, spring and summer, once a month. Withhold fertilizer during winter. How big does a Calathea Corona get? A mature Calathea Corona can reach a height of 1 to 2 feet with a spread of around 1 to 1.5 feet. Is the Calathea Corona poisonous to pets? The good news is that the Calathea Corona is considered non-toxic to pets and humans according to the ASPCA. However, it's always best to keep plants out of reach of curious pets who might nibble on the leaves. Can I propagate my Calathea Corona? Absolutely. Propagation through division is a viable option for the Calathea Corona. During repotting, you can carefully separate healthy clumps with at least 2 to 3 leaves and pot them individually in suitable containers. Conclusion. The Calathea Corona, with its captivating foliage and fascinating prayer plant movement, makes a stunning addition to any indoor space. By following these simple care tips, you can ensure your Calathea Corona thrives for years to come, adding a touch of tropical charm to your home. Remember, happy planting!